I didn't feel rage first, and I didn't even feel rage towards them. I feel rage towards me, right? And I blame me,
Of course.
right? I blame me, and then I felt really sad. The humans can be that way, and then my heart went into I don't deserve love, and then my mind is, well, if you can't hurt them, hurt yourself. If you can't kill them, kill yourself.
So you do have this ability to put things in perspective. As long as I've known you, you've always had that ability. But so one of my things that I wonder about is like, how do you stay positive and grateful, even with the hard times that you had before? You went into detail with me the first time we talked, but can we talk about a little bit more for anybody who doesn't really know the struggles that you went through? How did you make it through those struggles when you were trying to come to America? Everything was rough. You jumped the border. You worked at I'm telling your whole story now.
Do it.
You worked at the grooming place, and she gave you slept in the bathtub in the back, right? So tell me.
I took my first shower in a bathtub for dogs. My first shower in America, it was in a bathtub for dogs. Because I was working I was homeless. I was homeless first before I went and worked at this grooming shop. And when the ladies find out that I was homeless, they let me stay in their place. And then, of course, I asked if I can take a shower, right? And I took a shower in the bathtub. And that was people will consider that a struggle. I saw myself more like now that I've seen the world, like a backpacker, and that was a hostel. And then if you've been in places of the world where they just hostel, the shower is the bathtub was better.
That's right. This is part of what I'm talking about. So you already had this, even when you just said some people would see it as a struggle, but like even during these times that sure, people would think about, oh, you're homeless. Like that's not easy. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, I'm homeless. This is not good. Where am I going? Like, did you ever question yourself in that way, or did you automatically have this belief system?
I think I have an advantage for the people that are born in America, because I was born in Mexico, where crime is big, and to hear or see death is very normal, and so any place in America is 1,000 times safer, right? So once you feel safe, you find fun in things, but because I never saw beautiful freeways and roads and so organized, again the vertigo kicks in. And I said, wow, this is beautiful, structure, clean. How fun this is.
Right.
So the world was completely...
It's exciting.
Yeah, because I'm looking at from a different perspective than Americans. Americans are used to it. They take it for granted, and there's such a incredible infrastructure, organization, a little less corrupt politics, right? So you feel safer, and that's a commodity.
Totally true. And that's, again, perspective that you can use now. Like people can use now. It's called reframing, where you're seeing a situation as really bad, a struggle. But what you can do is reframing and say something like, this is actually kind of exciting.
Yeah. If people are having a hard time being grateful, especially if we are here in America, just go to a third world country. Just take a week, take 2 weeks, and just go to see the happiness and poverty.
Okay, so that's when you look at that, it's all relative. It wasn't really a struggle. So when did your struggles begin, when they felt like struggles to you?
Struggles began when I tried to play a mature game, such as being married, being in a relationship, being a businessman, and meeting more people who were not in the motor code of honesty, integrity, loyalty. That's struggle. Yeah,
so
surviving in the streets
coming.
is easy.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just me. I'm just a 21-year-old kid with a dream, and I know how to figure it out because I came from Sinaloa, and I was in the border for 2 weeks. So if I can survive that, hey.
I think his ball rolled away.
No, I know,
It's all
but you
good.
can't just go crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So that.
Let's. Hey, let's. Yes. So that's what I say. I have an upper hand. It's like people coming from India and Bombay
Yeah.
and come to America is easy.
So it was when you got married, and then so remind me what happened with the whole business situation with the show. Like they took the name The Dog Whisperer and whatnot,
Well,
right?
this is when I learned about Hollywood and the legal way to be dishonest. Right? This is a legal way to be dishonest.
So what did they lie about? That was legal.
Ownership
Ownership of the name.
Ownership, that's right. Ownership of a relationship. It was a 50-50. And so when it was time to honor that, it was not. It was not on paper. You know, the little things, the little words. This is what it means. And so I'm a man of my word, and I was playing that game. But legally they were not playing it. And of course spiritually it was obviously not. So that's a struggle. That's really hard because you work so hard, and and you want people to take their half, and I take my half, and we work. We did it. We accomplished this together. So then you find 10 years later, right? So the relationship is not 1 year to 1 week, 2 weeks. Yeah, I just met the person, right? But when it's a relationship of 10 years and you know their children, you know their everything, I mean, you become a little bit more personal. I assume that honesty, integrity, loyalty was a given.
So what did they do? What happened?
Yeah, they got to control money. So once they control money, you control, and they control rights. The rights I got to get them back, but the money no. So, right. So you work hard for all these years, and then you find out.
And that was going on at the same time as your marriage wasn't working out.
No, I find first was the divorce, and then was the my separation from Dog Whisper, because I just wanted just brand new.
Right.
To have a brand new. That's it. Whatever I wanted to do, that's it. I just wanted a brand new start, and I was done. Yeah, it was rules, boundaries, limitations.
Yeah.
So instinctually, I felt the limit on that.
So you walked away.
I walked away. Yeah.
And how did you feel spiritually at that point?
Free, happy, because I am the Dog Whisperer, right? I created the thing. So that part was I didn't feel bad. I didn't do nothing dishonest. So that part of me was awesome, right? Because they went after my mind because I couldn't believe it. So I just struggled for a little while, but my spirit was happy and my instincts were good. My
so
heart.
Like your emotions were the struggle, not your
my mind. And of course I
level.
went into this emotional intelligence thing, like there are people, and then you went to this lawyer thing.
Yeah.
And then you just play the game. Which you get trapped in that. You get trapped in that.
Okay, but just to get into the specifics though, but like, what could they even do with the dog? You are the Dog Whisperer. It's like that doesn't even make sense.
Well, they couldn't make another one, right? They tried, but they couldn't.
Okay, and now you say you got that name back.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. What did you get back? You said you got something back.
No, my name.
Your actual name.
Yeah, my actual
Cesar
name.
Millan.
Yeah, so
wait, they had rights to your name?
Somehow they got it.
What?
Yeah. So it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't just want to have this. You also want to have this, but this doesn't belong to you. Come on. This.
Right. Okay. So you rebounded from all of that. This is what I'm saying. Like you rebounded from all of that, and then you found your way.
Life. Well, that's the beauty. Hey, that's the beauty of challenges, right? It teaches you something, or it helps you with something, or reconnects you with something.
What did it reconnect you with?
Well, I mean, it reminded me, that I'm a man of honor. It reminded me that they didn't take away my happiness. It reminded me that I'm capable to live in the moment. I didn't become bitter. That's the worst part. When taking your money is one thing, but taking your energy is another thing, and that you give it to them. So I thanks God, I didn't give that energy away. Even when I tried to commit suicide, it was my cultural belief that when somebody do you wrong, this is what you do. You know, so it was very, very Sinaloense decision. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's a culture thing, something wrong to learn.
So interestingly, my son and I were just talking on the car ride over here about people who try to take their own life, and how the struggle is really an internal one. It's how it's not even about what's going on outside. It's the feeling inside that you really kind of can't take anymore. Was that accurate for you? How you felt at that time?
Well, yeah, obviously that, right? And then it's the Jesus.
This is the funniest thing. Trying to tape an interview with the whole pack.
With the whole pack, and they just won the same. They won the same ball.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah,
with
they won the same ball. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So getting back to was that your experience, that it was what you were suffering through, feeling inside? You just didn't want to feel it anymore.
I'm trying to get back into that. What it led me to it, right? So it's the sense. It's not rage. I didn't feel rage first, and I didn't even feel rage towards them. I feel rage towards me, right? And I blame me,
of course,
right? I blame me, and then I felt really sad. The humans can be that way. Why would they break the moral code? That's one thing that no animal will ever break, right? So, and that's something that I value very much. So that made me very sad, right? And then that's my spirit. My spirit got really, really sad, and then my instinct went into a rage, and then my heart went into I don't deserve love, and then my mind is, well, if you can't hurt them, hurt yourself. If you can't kill them, kill yourself. That's what I say. It's very Sinaloense. Because over there, they would let you. They would get rid of you, and that's normal.
That's interesting.
You see what I mean? So that is like an imprint. That is like a knowledge you learn, and that's just me being real with me, because I'm at the time in my life where I'd rather speak what I feel, what I know, what is truth. Because hiding things doesn't teach nothing, and it's not that I'm brave. It's just I chose not to lie to myself and to hide just because I'm trying to be polite, or I don't want people to see me the wrong way. No, I'd rather not see myself the wrong way ever.
That's one of your keys to success, I'm sure. Right, because you can see it and feel it, and I'm sure it would be difficult in your position with so much success and so many people watching you. It would be easier or more likely to fall into that pattern of caring about those things.
Yeah.
But it's a huge power you have internally.
You learn the warrior or the victim. And that's it. You have two choices.
Clock on me, baby. I got the ops going crazy. I stop, listen, hip got a western.